Well, well.
Oh.
What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Is that modded?
What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse.
LOO/.
I have watched your
Hello,
progress for
how
some
you
time.
doing?
Where do they go, I wondered?
Oh,
Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long.
Thank you so much.
Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds.
Oh
Such
my God.
idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own?
Is this
You
modded?
there, handsome
It's good,
lad.
Sly.
Tell me your name and I shall tell you
I'm
mine.
having a good day. I hope
Let
you
us be
are too.
civilized.
It's a good mod.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You
Oi, bruv.
may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems.
I love him.
Those
I
documents
love
are Grey
both.
Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
They're my
I
babies.
will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
I am not threatened. Her
'Twas
acting
my
is
mother,
so
in
good.
fact. There
Hi,
is a
Sabrina.
sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then,
Time.
if it pleases you.
I'm literally me already blushing by Alistair already. This is not even his romance. Wait, what?
Your eyes finally open.
Oh
Mother
yeah,
should be
I
pleased.
forgot about this.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way.
That's a
How does
nice
your memory
tattoo.
fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Zappy.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred.
Low game.
Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Alistair.
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not know.
I
She
already want to
rarely tells
replay
me
this
her
so
plans.
bad. Ugh.
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine.
The thing is,
The
I'll never
Darkspawn
make
did
a
nothing
male
Mother could not heal.
warden. I just like my girls.
He is, as you are. I suppose it would
So
be
I have to
unkind to
watch
say he
this.
is being childish. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
Love you,
I do not
Titan.
mind.
Have fun
Take
if you
your time.
can. We'll see you later.
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself.
Wait, Claudia
But she
Black
tells me nothing.
voices
Perhaps
Chloe in
you were the only
Uncharted?
ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
No way.
What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however. She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Bird is...
Only
Yeah.
stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. Are you sure you want me to describe it?
It will be useful. Even better, she
Okay,
knows
we're gonna get to the
wilds and how
romance.
get past
Can
the
we skip
horde.
to the good part?
Spy. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from
Dragon,
underground,
yeah,
like
exactly.
an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and
Oh,
that is where they
puppy.
will be most
I
concentrated.
don't know really when they start flirting.
You will return to see this
Probably
entire...
in camp,
The
right?
wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left
Camp?
the wilds to explore what lay beyond. Never was I accused of being a witch of the wild. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not
You're
that I did not
much
have
better.
trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion.
I mean,
There were many
yeah.
nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes.
Oh.
How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. You were a fine one to be pointing out the humour of fate. Shall we examine your predicament on the whole? Let's not. Me? I prefer the jest on me to the jest on you. Well, let's get on with it before the
Ooh.
ground opens up and swallows us, yes? Yes?
Yes.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds.
Omar,
If
thank
I
you
spoke,
so
'twas to the
much.
trees.
Welcome.
Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the... Yet
Where's the
hardly
flirting?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
Oh.
Really? Perhaps we should be
Wait,
wrapped
I
in
have to-
ribbons
I
and
have
adorned
to
with flowers.
talk
So
for you
cute
guys.
are we too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair.
I always
which should
forget
tell you how
Alistair was
successful
a
they
Templar.
generally were.
I always forget
Flemeth made a
that.
bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Fun? You
I
found
found
it
the
fun?
game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening.
Oh.
Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. It was
Flemeth
a
used
game,
you
and
as bait?
I, a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no
She would
mercy.
never do
There
that
are only
to Kieran.
absolutes, so only survival matters.
Never ever.
If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree? An interesting answer for a mage. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand. 'Tis cold in my tent, all alone.
Oh, and what do you want to do about it?
Just so happens that I find you
Wait.
quite warm.
Oh,
So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?
Wait, what?
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk.
Oh, that was. Oh, no. Don't look at me. Oh no. That was quick. Oh, whoa. Oh! Okay, that was very
I
fast.
see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated. Not at all. Legends abound regarding such figures
At
as
the time, I thought this was so hot with that music.
The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens are by nature so very healthy. I enjoy the thought that 'tis a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side. That is entirely up to you.
Was this a
Simply know that I have
one-time
no
thing?
designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not? Then we should get along marvelously. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare. Yes? If you must.
She wants to do a
I
friends
was
with
not born
benefits.
such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds.
Oh yeah, the
The
book.
chastened have tails, now the human. I already added it well. Those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they
She
could.
loves to give us history
Ask
lessons.
what you will. What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Humor
Oh,
me.
It's humor you desire. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this. How true. Let us do it right, then.
Oh my god, she's so cute. I didn't expect her to be so fucking cute, but that was the same thing with Cassandra. Like, with
I have a thought.
Cassandra, she's
We have an opportunity that I believe we
cute.
should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was
The
once
grimoire.
divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter.
Saucy, but she's
It
also
occurred
sweet.
long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. And her grimoire, perhaps, for we were still in.
What are these
You come across
backdrops?
it. If not, however, then I shall say, I have something for you. 'Tis a ring. Now, before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
Oh.
'Tis not to track you, you understand. I believe you are too important to risk. If you were to get captured, however, it would be far easier to find you with this.
Wait, that's so cute.
Flemeth used to say that 'twas a link between us, one that I presumed worked both ways. I never tested it, but I doubt she would have lied over such a thing, so it would mean I am linked to you as much as you to I.
Oh my god.
I do not know.
Stop.
As I said, I never tested it. Perhaps.
Stop.
I have no desire to see us part company so soon. Not unless we wish to, that is. Do not read more into it than is there. You have supplied me with equipment. Certainly this is not so very different, is it?
There's a lot of
You are
emotional
welcome.
walls.
Perhaps it will be useful someday.
She
Yes?
is showing that she cares.
If you must.
Hi, BP.
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A nutty old bat.
Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother. Vengeance for her with coy. Flemeth was only attached to the...
Oh, Flemeth.
How often is this usual? I do not believe
I like that their
everything
relationship also is like going through trauma and dealing with childhood trauma. Poor Morrigan. She's so pretty.
But it matters not. Let us move on. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Why?
Oh my god,
Is
again.
there anything at all in your tent I would find interesting? Ah, I see. Very well. Let us start there and work our way down.
Whoa.
As you wish. We are alone here now, no? Discuss away.
Discuss us.
What is there to speak of? Do you wish me to tell you how wonderful you are? Shall I say you are virile
Hi,
and
Dives.
manly?
Ooh.
Oh, has my poor widow man's feelings been hurt? What do you say I kiss it and make it better? Aye, that is me indeed. What is it then that you wish to know so badly?
Oh my god.
An odd question, is it not? What do you foresee? Marriage? Children? Shall we settle in the countryside? You paint the shed while I bake the bread? What do I want? You are a rather curious and frustrating man. Is what you already possess not enough? Must you always want more? Enough. I grow tired of this topic. Let us speak of it another time.
Oh, she playing hard to
You
get.
found Flemeth's grimoire? When I spoke of it to you, I did not truly hope... This is a most fortuitous event. You have my
She'll
thanks.
wipe you up
I will
now.
begin study of the tome immediately.
She'll be wifey now. You got the grimoire.
I suppose something is deserved for all your efforts, is it not?
Girl, she is horny.
I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Oh yeah, and then she
Yes?
learns about her mom.
So, full of questions, are you?
Now, do you want to be my wife?
I assume you were actually asking whether Flemeth herself gave birth to me. Truly, I do not know. I once asked Flemeth that very question, and she merely laughed at me. 'Tis not inconceivable that she could capture a chastened man, or perhaps change to a more attractive form to attract him willingly. I find it more difficult to imagine her with child.
Oh my
As a matter of fact, I remember her being younger once. She had black hair, much like my own, long and lustrous. But how could that be if she is centuries old? Has she become wizened only recently? Or are the tales of her legend only that? And
I don't
nothing
know the
more?
answers to
I
these
do know the
questions.
tales of Flemeth having many daughters, even though I have never met another.
Cha-cha.
And Flemeth has always treated me as her blood. What an odd thing to say. Why must love enter into the equation?
Oh.
Flemeth taught me everything I needed to learn. How to survive, the meaning of power, the truth of men. If other mothers do not teach these things, then I believe them the lesser.
That's sad.
You suppose it's true?
Oh.
'Tis true.
Oh.
Take yourself. You do not honestly desire such things from me, do you? 'Tis better to be free of such cloying and cluttering delusions as love.
She grows so much as a character.
I am glad you agree. I tire of this discussion.
I
Let us move on.
forgot
shall
about all. Well, I
we?
didn't
What have
see
you
the
there?
love
A
thing.
mirror. It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly. I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly. I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found? 'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands, but this is not it. Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. Not unless one also happens to be an ancient abomination. No. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter.
Soulless is
And when the
like,
time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
not anymore.
Indeed. That is
But I don't believe
primarily
it's
what
the end
this
of
tome
Morrigan.
details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize
hate it.
all of it.
I hate it.
I am to be her next host. This is
I got
my
chills.
purpose.
I hate it.
Whatever spark of the demon that made her what she is remains within her, keeps her from dying of old age.
Mythal!
But her body deteriorates. Eventually, she would be so wizened as to be senseless and immobile. So, she must seek a new body, a fresh body, and start the cycle anew. I am uncertain. According to her writings, certain hosts are better than others. The more a host is prepared, the quicker the transition will be. I am sorry. This simply takes me by surprise. I would have thought I would have had some inkling, some notion. I am a fool.
Wait, so I'm
I am
confused.
such a
Is
fool.
she talking about Mythal right now?
I
Or
do not
is
know.
that different?
Perhaps 'tis as she said. The Darkspawn threaten her as
confused.
much as they threaten
Pineapple,
anyone else.
obviously.
Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful
Like,
and
can you,
trained in magic,
is it
takes far
interchanging
less time for
Flemeth with
to
Mythal?
settle in.
When did Mythal...
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of
Become
confidence
one with
from
Flemeth.
her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds. So
They're
she
the
could
same
prepare
person
her
because they
ritual
share a
in peace.
body.
A disturbing thought.
But Flemeth is the one training
Do
the
not be sorry.
daughters.
I am
like,
not. I am angry.
Okay.
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit
So this
about
is
like
like-
an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it. It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, think of her instead as an ancient abomination that intends to use her own flesh and blood to
Flemeth said
extend
she'd only
her
do this
life
to a
beyond
willing
all natural limits.
host.
She did not wish anyone to get a hold of this
yeah.
information, least of all me. Now I have. If I do not act on what I know, then more the fool am I. Because if she is slain while I am near,
So
I am not certain that she will not simply be able to...
with Solus, because he said Solus existed before the Dreadwolf. So it's the same thing that their souls are intertwined, Fenharel and Solus. Two beings merged together. Or did he originate Fenharel? Dreadwolf is just so what about Fenharel? It's not the same thing? Oh. Didn't he say something like before Fenharel there was Solus? Oh, that's so sweet though. Or Fenharel. It's much like the Inquisitor. Oh, so he's the OG, even more than Flemeth. But do y'all know when Mythal merged with Flemeth? Like, how old is Flemeth compared to Mythal? Sorry if I'm asking too many questions. I'm just curious. I feel like Dragon Age and Mass Effect, but like the more we have these streams where I can react to the romances and stuff, I can understand the lore a bit better. Mythal is much older than Flemeth. Okay, so she only did it on willing hosts, so she was never gonna force her. Ugh, but still, like, she kept it from her. She also was neglected. She was
To take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it. Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her.
I think it's
and
so
slay her
interesting,
quickly.
though.
I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her
Flemeth
power.
is a few
if that is
centuries.
even
When did
possible.
Mythal
The
go
thing
into
I must
Flemeth?
have is her
Oh,
true grimoire. With it, I can defend
when
against her power
Flemeth
in the
was
future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
when Flemeth was when she was betrayed, right?
She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly
After
doubt
Solus
that
sealed
is
away
the
the other
case.
gods. Okay.
And besides that, you are not truly killing her. I am
Hi,
grateful.
Sanctus.
The sooner this
good.
can
How
be
are
done,
you?
the sooner it will set my mind at ease. Your desire? So, full of questions, are you? I can see why you might ask this, despite knowing the fate that she has in store for me. The truth is that no, under normal circumstances, of course, I would not turn against my mother so. For all that she is not the picture of maternal love,
now.
I mean her no ill will.
Hi,
But
cat.
Flemeth herself taught me long ago, once you know your enemy, strike quickly and without mercy.
I should make a
Were our
BioWare
positions
lore
reversed,
day
she would no
stream.
doubt do exactly the same.
Would y'all be interested
I
in that,
know
like
my
once a
mother
week
well.
or every other
I knew
week?
from the moment I read that tome that this is what she had intended from the
prepare
start. Old questions were
For Dragon Age 4 and
answered.
Mass Effect 4?
You can have doubt if you wish. I have
And
none.
I can like react to things, or we can watch
Possibly.
videos about the
Stopping
lore.
her before she can steal my body is the most direct way. Even you must agree. I do not know how much time I might have to find an alternative. Do you have a suggestion?
Mythal crawled her
Indeed.
way through the
Where
ages
shall I
to
run
me.
to? And for how
Ooh,
long?
Wow.
Eventually, Flemeth
so they
would
really
find me.
are
Have no
like.
doubt of that. I know no such
Oh,
spell.
shit.
I could create
I did
such
not
a spell
understand.
only if I knew
Wow.
the details of Mother's ritual.
I thought
and
she was
that would only be
possessing
found in her
Flemeth.
true grimoire, which she will never give up. From whom? Shall I go to the circle of magi? Or are my
She's
only
so
banned from
sarcastic.
the wilds alive? What news have you?
Killed her.
Dead. You actually managed it? I barely dared to hope 'twas even possible. And the real grimoire, did you find it? And so here it is. Fantastic.
After she was betrayed by her
thank
lover,
you.
yes.
For
And then it
helping
was a
me.
whole
No
story.
one has ever-
Yes, so I do remember that. That stuck with me. That Mythal goes to women who've been betrayed, which I think is really cool. And Flemeth was betrayed by her lovers, yet like something along those lines. And so it's like, wait, didn't I have? No, the Well of Sorrows. Lavender, my Inquisitor drank from the Well of Sorrows, but doesn't that make, wasn't it Mythal that was controlling her? Yeah, I think this video does show it.
Thank you. Of course not. But there is a time and place.
Which, sorry, I think that it's cool that my Lavellin, my Inquisitor, drank from the well, and so Mythal can control her. There's a tie to Mythal because she was betrayed by Solus. Because if you weren't here for that, I'm sure most of you were. I romanced Solus, and we got the dramatic, beautiful breakup scene, and then the trespasser. And so I think that's like really fitting that she drank from the well and was betrayed, and Mythal, I don't know. I think that's cool.
For all sorts of gratitude. So, full of questions, are
Hi,
you?
River. It's so cool.
Now I have enough time to study Mother's grimoire to find a way to prevent her from stealing my body in the future. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that.
Right, she's not
And if I
actually dead.
cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But there is no need to think of such things now. I have you
Nick.
to thank for saving me, so...
It was
let
a
us
first
return to
playthrough.
the task of
I
dealing with the
didn't
darkspawn,
know. I didn't know. River, I went from fucking like, ew, what is this elf, to him schmoozing the fuck out of me, like totally just freaking getting his grip on me, and then broke up with me, and then my Inquisitor ended up alone. But I wouldn't change it because I'm obsessed with him. I think it'd be cool too. We could like have book talks about Dragon Age and stuff, and like talk about, I don't know, the lore and like comics and books and stuff and predictions. Right.
You should not be so... You have no idea what will happen in days to come to make such promises. Let us go. There is much to be done before... There is still much to be done.
Yeah, Gus, because I think that there's a possibility, I read, that like now Solus controls the Inquisitor, which is like
I wish to ask a
crazy.
question of you. I wish to know your opinion of love.
Oh,
Yes, 'tis a valid question. You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same. Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
oh,
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction. And you are not worth mine.
it's like not like other girls, but in like a self-hating way. That's so sad.
You are impossible. Have it your way. But I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end. Your desire. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I think not. Because something must be amiss with me in order to refuse your charms. You'll have to forgive me if I do not leap at your command like a trained warhound.
I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her.
I do not wish to discuss it.
And now the feelings
be.
are attached, huh?
Your desire,
Your desire.
as you wish. We are alone here now, no? Discuss away. I am not certain what to say. I warned you, did I not? I told you that this was a weakness that was driving me mad, and yet you insisted. Yes, you do, and I want it too. That is not right, is it? That is not how a normal woman acts. I can see it in your eyes. Release me. Tell me that you wish to end this. Make me believe you, and I will be grateful.
Oh my god, her voice.
You miserable, selfish bastard! You will regret this, and so will I. And perhaps that is how it must be. Do not be alarmed. It is only I. I did not come here to speak of sentimental things. I came here to speak with you. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole.
Make of Amy.
I know what happens when the archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you
y'all
that this
imagine
does not need to be.
if I didn't believe her and then I had to choose
I know
between
a great many
Alistair
things.
and
How
my
I know is
warden
not
to
quite as
die,
important
I
as
would have
what
been
I am
so
offering
mad.
you, however, I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual,
Baby making
performed
time.
on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
Baby,
is
when
old
the
magic,
lights go
From the time
out.
before the
Oh,
Circle
Ben,
of
I did that.
Magi was created.
I did
Some
that.
might call it blood magic, but
That
that
was
is but
me.
a name.
That
There
was
is
what
far
I did.
more
I
to fear in
literally
this world
romanced
than
Alistair,
names.
and then Mint, my
From
warden,
Flemeth,
had
of
to
course.
convince him
I
to
have known about it for
sleep
some
with her.
time.
It was amazing.
I did.
But Mint
Would you
is
have
so
believed me
promiscuous
if I had been the one to tell you? I have my doubts.
that it didn't, like, she was excited for them.
Perhaps. But that price need not
It
be
was really
so
cute.
unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more. What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the archdemon is slain, its
taint.
essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
Oh, you
Think
don't have
about
to
what I
choose?
offer
I think
you.
I got confused
The
with
chance to avoid
Here
death.
Lies the Abyss.
Or better yet, the chance to slay the
both
archdemon
are in
and
the
live
fight,
as a
it's a
hero.
50-50 chance
No
they will
Grey
die.
Warden has ever done this. In return, I conceive a child, one who will be born with the soul of an old god.
Kieran,
After
he's
this is
so
done,
cute.
you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish. This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life. As you wish. Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child, no, it will not be hurt. It will be changed.
Jeez.
Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that
feminist,
once was,
badass bitch.
and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things
Hi,
are
Jedi.
worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will.
But Kieran is amazing,
I do not wish to tell you.
guys.
The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came.
Yes.
Beyond that, you need know nothing else. No, you never will. This is all I ask in return for freeing you from the burden the Grey Wardens have placed upon you. Then you have decided? Caring for you, as I've come to? That was not part of the plan. But I cannot let what I feel interfere with what I must do. This is important to me. The fact that it may save your life makes me all the more determined to see it done. Please, do not cloud the issue. If you feel anything for me, then accept that it will make what we must do that much easier. After the archdemon has been slain? No. No, you will never see me again. Refuse my offer, however, and I leave now. This is simply how it must be. A wise decision. Come, my love. Put the thoughts of the ritual aside and let us make this last night together one to remember.
Oh! His eyebrows. It's interesting because Alistair does the same thing where he like backs away, and I kind of giggled about it, but people
You have something
were
to
like
say,
tagging
do
me
you?
on YouTube, and they were like,
I see.
"Why were you laughing
Let me
at
talk
that?"
then, and you shall listen.
But
I shall be brief. What was done
It looked
had to be
exactly the
done.
same as Alistair.
I regret it not. I shall be leaving, as I said, and so this entanglement of ours must end. Do you understand? I should have known better. I should have maintained my distance, as I knew what was to come. I am sorry, but this is how it must be. So we head into the city together, as it should be. Once this is done, no matter how it turns out, I will be gone. You are aware of this, yes? It is tempting. You do not know how much, but no. That would not be wise.
Okay, because I wanted to say, like, I'm gonna be a little bit weirded out if she... Oh, this doesn't include Inquisition. If she's like, don't find me. But she just said, like, it's really tempting, but it would not be wise. So now I feel a little bit better if you do go after her.
Allow me to say only one thing before we go. I was foolish. This could have been so much easier, yet I cannot regret what was between us. I will always remember you, my love. Now, let us see this finally done. The archdemon awaits.
Hi, monster.
Flemeth
Welcome,
once
welcome.
told me that temptation lies in the forbidden. Do not follow me, I said. Harder words I have never spoken. Some doors should never be reopened.
I'm glad you're here. I couldn't do this alone. We'll find Morrigan, I promise. Bacon! That is so cute. Oh.
Not another step. What are you doing here? Call off your hound, Shem. Fine, I'll start then. I am Ariane, of the Dalish people. My keeper sent me to find Asha Belinar, the woman of many years.
The woman of many years.
So you know of her? That's not usually how the Flemeth stories go. Well, we thought she could help us find her daughter, Morrigan. The young witch has caused trouble for my clan. Has she earned your ire as well?
I love her.
They say she is beautiful, but I have never heard anyone claim she is capable of love. Morrigan stole an ancient book my clan has guarded since the days of Arlathan. We were the only ones with such a piece of our history.
Ooh.
Everything we once had. All legacy of our ancient magics were stripped from us. First by the Tevinter Magisters, then by the Wretched Circle. And Morrigan took what little was left.
Oh, for the portal things.
For almost 2,000 years, the Dalish people have been wanderers. A shadow of what
That's
we
kind
once
of
were.
sad.
This book, as much of a mystery as it is to us, is one of the only clues on how to reclaim that past. My keeper, Solon, says it was a treatise on something the ancients called Alluvian.
Alluvian, yeah.
The word is as old as the book itself, and its meaning has been lost, save perhaps to Morrigan. 1 month ago, she visited our clan in the name of friendship, and took great interest in our history. She knew exactly what she was looking for.
Uh-oh.
The keeper allowed her to see the book. 2 nights later, it was gone.
Yikes.
Help me. We both want Morrigan, and we can aid each other.
Yeah,
The Book of
Val.
Alluvian was reclaimed for my clan
Solon
by an
just
elven
stole us
mage
with a mustache.
who stole it from the Circle of
Solon.
Magi before defecting. He said other similar treasures remain in the library, but they would never allow a Dalish to view them. Perhaps you will meet a different reception. Masirinis, I look forward to working with you.
I thought it was Ma Serranas. My Sharona. Ma Serranas.
That ring. You play with it often. A ring is a significant gift. In human cultures, does that not mean...
This is so cute.
Track you? A curious thing to want. Does it allow you to find her in return?
Oh.
She has such a hold on you. We'll find her. You have my word.
Oh my god.
The ancient Alluvian will be our key.
That's so sweet.
The Alluvian. And it's glowing. We should...
The
I
Alluvian's
think
got a
she's
glow up in
expecting
Inquisition.
you. Ask her about our book.
Oh, he missed you. He missed you.
No further, please.
Oh.
One more step and I leave. For good this time. I assume you know what this is. I have gone to great lengths to find and activate this portal. Give me reason and I use it, and you will not be able to follow. To another place. Beyond this world and beyond the Fade. But this portal can only be used once more. Achieving even this much was difficult. I remained because I sensed your approach. You kept the ring. Tell me, why did you come?
To kill you, of course.
And you once argued with me that love is not weakness. I will never understand you, and you will never understand me. I would not even know where to begin explaining. He is safe, and beyond your reach. All you need to know is that the child is an innocent. He knows nothing of the destiny that lies before him. Because the child is yours, I understand. I will not share my plan with you. I dare not. If your trust is insufficient, then your anger will have to do.
Wow.
My plan is to leave and prepare the child for what is to come. Such preparation requires time and power. I must have both if I am to be successful. More than this, I dare not say, even to you. Then allow me to provide you a warning. 'Tis Flemeth you should beware of, not me. Hunt her if you hunt anyone.
And
I
this
thought I
dude
knew
named
what Flemeth
Solus,
planned.
who
I
wants
thought
to
what she
tear
craved
down
was
the veil,
immortality, and yet
like
I
a
was wrong.
fucking screen
So
protector.
very wrong. She is no blood mage, no abomination. She is not even truly human. The ritual was but a means to an end, a herald for what is to come. Change is coming to the world. Many fear change and will fight it with every fiber of their being. But sometimes, change is what they need most. Sometimes, change is what sets them free.
Name a better romance than Solus in the Fade. I'll wait.
What I want is unimportant now.
Oh, no, don't say that.
I cannot tarry longer. The time has come for me to go. You cannot know what you ask. 'Twould be better if you stayed. For you. For us both.
Oh.
Then come, my love. We will face the future together.
You get to go with her? No fucking way. And I can't go with Solus? And I can't go with Solus into the Illuvian? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so mad. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. He needs a space. Morrigan Inquisition romance. Let's see what happens with that. Old God Baby all scenes. Yeah, let's do this one.
With cable-free live TV, you can stream live sports, news, and shows with new Spanish options available.
With new Spanish options available. Demon Beba gets both his parents.
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, she cute. New Spanish.
I thought you'd be scarier. Mother said you were scary.
Oh.
Some people seem to think I'm the most frightening thing in the world.
Mother says they would think the same about me if they knew.
Oh.
Are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did
That's
see.
her real baby.
It's time to return to your studies, little
That's
man.
her real kid. Isn't that so cute?
My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad, perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Oh.
Will his father be joining us as well?
'Twould be most unlikely. His father helped raise Kieran for a time, but events have conspired to take him elsewhere. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
What? So the warden is...
He seems like a fine young man.
Right.
Not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise.
She's
No son
still
of mine would be
insecure
raised
about
in a
that.
marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden.
Oh.
To think, until recently, this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tarar Salan, the place where the sky is kept.
Literally, guys, how... It's so funny to look back because it's like, how did we not know? How did we not know? But they did it in such a good way where you don't really know that Solus is the Dreadwolf. And then you look back and you're like, he literally gave her a castle. Sorry. For me, he gave her an elven ruined
from
castle.
Here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
We were lucky to have found it when we did.
Fate is often mistaken for luck, as Mother is fond of saying. The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were...
Well, in Dragon Age 4, what they've said is that you don't have power. They're like, what happens if you don't have power? Like in Inquisition, you were the Inquisitor. So what happens when you come from, you're like a nobody who comes from wherever the fuck.
Kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. You. Ancient Magisters know what I fear, what all...
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks?
Right,
Once
well.
I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kakari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kakari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. He is the reason the Blight was defeated. We became close. Closer than I even thought possible. When I left, he pursued me. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Goodbye.
I'll leave you to the garden.
As you like. I was pleased to learn you saved the Grey Wardens from their own self-destructive foolishness.
Who died?
For all their eagerness to shed blood for their cause, we will still need them should another blight arise.
Nice.
It's fortunate my Warden was not there. Or he would surely have been in the middle of it.
My
Your
Warden.
You might know him as the hero of Ferelden.
Oh!
He wears it well.
I didn't see you as the type to settle down, Morrigan.
'Tis not so domestic as you picture. But even so, it has far outstripped my expectations.
Oh!
My love is on a quest to combat the
My
calling.
love!
The actual calling that signals the end of a warden's life. If he is successful, it will mean a long life for him. Perhaps for them all. Once Corypheus has been defeated, I fully intend to join my love once more. Kieran misses him greatly.
That's his dad!
It seems odd he went on an adventure and you stayed behind.
We are neither of us so weak we would die of loneliness.
Oh!
Where he went, Kieran could not follow, and thus I remained behind to look after our son. We will be together again soon enough, and I am glad of it.
It's the same as Alistair and my Warden.
How
Like, the
can the
way he
calling be
spoke
stopped?
about her
Is
was
that
the
actually
cutest
possible?
fucking
Grand
thing.
Enchanter Fiona
Oh,
was once
so
the Grey
good.
Warden, but something removed the blight from her blood.
Yes.
Similarly, a warden mage named Avernus performed experiments that prolonged his life to unnatural lengths. So we know it is possible.
Yes.
Indeed, 'twas I who found the lead. So
Two of you happy together?
the three of us.
Ooh.
And it is little business of yours.
Oh.
But yes, I never thought to find someone in this world I could trust as an equal. He has been a good partner and a good father. And now I pray we discuss something else, lest these honeyed
I have
words
chills.
make me vomit.
I have chills.
Is there any way the hero of Ferelden could help
Oh.
us against Corypheus?
Oh my god.
'Tis unlikely. Corypheus uses the blight. My love has ever been resourceful. I can give the Inquisition a... Think this means I miss him, of course.
Wait, I have to
You
see
will
this.
think this means I miss him, of course.
Yeah, the
He will
message.
be insufferably pleased with himself.
Oh.
I hope you appreciate this sacrifice, Inquisitor.
None of our agents have seen the hero of Ferelden. Okay. Liliana, go find him. Go, girl. Answered our messages. He left a letter for the Inquisitor and another to be delivered privately. To her worship, Inquisitor. Okay. I appreciate your warning regarding Corypheus. I have also included a note of personal nature for Lady Morrigan and Kieran. Please take care of my family. Oh. Morrigan is stronger and wiser than anyone else I have met, and I would not go through such an effort to escape my own calling to lose them to your Inquisition. Yeah, Vint was sassy too. She was like, you
friends would walk up to me and just be like, what the f is in your mug? And I would just tell them, it's mud. I was drinking tons of coffee. I was jittery, I was anxious.
Leliana gave me
I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Ferelden included for me. She may even have left it sealed. A pity. You would have learned things that could make even an Orlesian blush.
Ooh.
Now,
He
was
put
there
some
anything
smut in there.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Find you a boy who sends you smut. in his letters.